Hey everybody, so let's do a little reading vlog. So I'm watching All Things Lily Ann. I'm having a strawberry cream soda that I made and a plate of leftovers. And then I'm reading Her Princess, Her Pearls by A.A. Fairview. So it looks pretty good. I like the cover a lot. And hopefully it's interesting. It's pretty short, so let's go. So Her Princess, Her Pearls was okay. I thought it was really short. And normally that's not bad, but the characters weren't fleshed out. So it was just kind of like they were instantly in love and then they were getting married and they don't know anything about each other. So there was that. But I liked the cover. I liked that they were merfolk, and I liked that they had like a princess element. So I liked a lot of it. It was just the characters weren't very fleshed out. But yeah, now I'm reading She Came at Midnight, which is another book in the series from She Came from the Swamp, which I like that book a lot. I like that the monster was creative and that it was sapphic, and I don't know, it's kind of hard to find sapphic monster romances on Kindle, at least when I try to find them. I found a good amount lately, but it's kind of by chance. But yeah, so I'm enjoying the book, the cover, I mean, and I'm about to start this. And then I had some soup, some potato soup, and I'm watching Kayla's Bookish Vibes and having a black cherry limeade. But yeah, the soup was okay. I'm not sure how I feel about potato soup. But okay, I'll see you in the next clip. Okay, I finished 2 books. I finished She Came at Midnight by Darva Green, and I really enjoyed it. I really like this series so far. These books so far have been like a little over 200 pages, and then the third book is like 400 pages, which I'm like, I don't know if I want to read that. Because, I don't know, I like a shorter book, but I'm going to do it because I really like this series. So, I'll get into that. And then, so what I liked about it, I liked that the monsters are so creative. This one is called a Nick Nista, and it's like a nightmare monster that she's dating. And I really like the story. It's like this woman is a professor during the day, or like she's getting her PhD, and she's teaching classes. And then at night she's a dancer at a club, and she ends up like going back to her like childhood home, which she was treated poorly there, and her family is kind of shady. So it kind of has a lot of elements from the first book, but it's a different person in the family. So I really enjoyed it. And then the second book I read was Sandry's book, Tamora Pierce's series, Circle of Magic. And I read that for my book club. I've read the first 2 books for the book club, and I'll be honest, I don't really like them that much. The first book I think is better. I read them out of order. But I think the first book was better. I really enjoyed like the writing style and how we got little snippets of their lives and how they came to the temple. So I enjoyed that. But then there was some stuff in there where I'm like, who is this book for? Like, is this for children or adults? I don't know. I guess it can be for everybody, but some stuff I was like, I don't know about that. And then the second book was it was really graphic violence. Like, people were dying and bodies were washing up on shore. So I don't know. But yeah, so now I'm reading Healing the Orc's Heart. This is the second book in the Trollkin Lover series. Pretty excited to read this. So fair warning, there's a lot of violence and like war. So if you don't like that, I don't know if you would like this. So that kind of almost put me off too. But I don't know, I like the books. It's just, be aware. So this vlog, I read 4 books. First, I read Her Princess, Her Pearls by A.A. Fairview. I liked it, but I thought it was a little bit too short. Usually I don't mind a short book, but it was a little too short and very insta-love. They didn't know anything about each other, but then they're getting married. So I wasn't that into that, but I do like the fact that it was mer people and like they were in the water, so that was cool. And then I read Tamora Pierce's Circle of Magic, Sandry's book. This is the first book. I actually read both books now, first 2 books, and I actually like this first one better than I like the second one. I read them out of order. But this one I enjoyed the beginning of the writing where they showed each of the kids' lives before they come to the temple, and I really enjoyed that. But yeah, I wasn't that into the second book, but this first book was much better. Then we read She Came at Midnight by Darva Green. I'm really enjoying this series. It's like a sapphic monster romance series following this like family of, I don't know what to call it. They have powers, but the family is shady, and then it's these women who are trying to get out of the family, and they follow them. So it's been pretty good so far. I really enjoyed this one. I like how creative the monsters have been. Like this one, the monster was a Nick Nosta, I think it's called. It was like a nightmare monster, so I enjoyed that. And then this is another series that I'm reading that I finished this book during the vlog. So it's called Healing the Orc's Heart by Leon Riley. It's part of the Trollkin Lovers series. This is the second book, and this is the second book, and I'm really enjoying it. And so this one is about Blizek and Nira. Blizek gets injured during the war, and Nira is a healer, and she heals him. And then it kind of goes from there. So it was pretty good. But yeah, so those are the 4 books I read during this reading vlog. The light's kind of bad in here, but I don't know. It's just cloudy out. So, but yeah, that was my reading vlog. I hope you had fun hanging out with me, and I'll catch you later. Have fun out there. Keep reading. Bye.